Just now we're talking about, the adverb clause. And now let's go to one more, everyone. What is another one that we have left? Can you guess, everyone? Noun clause or adverb clause? HD clause. Which one do you want to study first? Which one, everyone?
Noun clause.
Study HD clause first or noun clause first?
Adjective.
Adjective first. Okay. Up to you.
Adverb clause.
Most of adjective that have mixed.
Okay. So do you see about another clause? So I already sent a video to you about it, so you can watch more, right? To read and listen more about what point that you cannot catch up, and please try to do exercise, okay, by yourself. And any question you can drop in the group, okay, everybody. Try to do more, reading and studying more at home. If you have any question, you can ask me a lot in the group, okay? Don't forget that, or send me personally. It's okay. So now let's go to one more clause here. Actually, if you study outside, you just study one clause for 1 month, right? Don't forget that. But over here we don't have time for that one. It is very fast, right, for you. So that's why you have to read more at home. Okay? Any question? Ask me. Now let's go on to another one here about the relative clause. We can call one more because what about it? What is another name? Anyone? What is another name for the relative clause? Anyone? Like that he already said. What clause is it?
Adjective clause, teacher.
Yes. So we have two names that we can call. We can call it HD clause, or we can call it relative clause. So when we're talking about adverb clause, you learn already it is adverb, right? But relative clause is HD one. So usually when we're talking about the relative clause, we're talking about the sentence that we use to modify something, or we can say modify noun, right? So usually relative clause we use to modify noun. And these are just some words that we use to introduce to the relative clause. That we have who, which, that, where, when, whose, and so on. That actually their name we call subordinate conjunction, right? But actually in the HD clause we divide into two. We have relative pronoun and we have one more we call relative adverb. But their real name are called subordinate conjunction. If we compare to adverb clause, adverb clause have many, right? Many conjunction. For adverb clause, only a few here. Who, which, that, where, when, whose. Okay, so not so many. And their name are called relative pronoun. Who refer to people, which refer to thing, that refer to both, where, place, when, time, who, possession. So we don't have many subordinate like adverb clause. Even a clause time more than this already, right? Don't forget that. So don't forget, when we're talking about the relative clause, it starts with relative pronoun and relative adverb. So who refer to people, whom refer to object, who subject, whom object. Which you refer to thing, that can be thing and people. Whose we talk about the possessive, and where we talk about the place, why we talk about the reason, and when we talk about the time. So the top we call relative pronoun, and at the free bottom here we call relative adverb. Okay, but as I told you already, their real name we call what, everybody? We call what? Anyone? The one that cover both pronoun and adverb. Yeah. No. Subordinating conjunction. Okay. So this is very easy for you because why we have only a few words here that we use in HD clause or relative clause. And why we call relative clause? Because it starts with here relative pronoun and relative adverb. Okay, so again, everybody, when we change, you can see that usually when we change, we need the word here like who, people. Like you see here, the man who is standing. So who is standing there is called what? Relative clause. Which you will learn later. But what I want you to know now is that these these are the words that introduce to relative clause. Who, whom, which, that, whose, where, and when. Okay, these three are called relative adverb, and these five are called relative, pronoun. Okay, you see what you have to remember. So even though we have only a few words here, around 8 words here, and there are two kinds of relative clause. For adverb clause, there are many, right? Adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, result, reason, purpose, condition, and so on. But for adjective clause, only two kinds: defining and non-defining. Everybody remember carefully: defining and non-defining. In the past, we call restrictive and non-restrictive. But now we call it defining relative clause and non-defining relative clause. So what defining? Defining, is the clause that modify the noun that you don't know. Example here, buddy. I like the woman who live next door. So who live next door here modify woman. There is a noun. But everybody, do we know about that woman or not? Do we know or not, everyone? We know, we don't know. Here? Huh? We know or not, everyone? I like the woman. So do we know that woman or not? Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah, no.
No. We don't know, right? We don't know. Don't care about I. Just look at the woman here. So woman here we don't know at all. We don't know. This clause is called defining relative clause. It makes this now become clearer to understand. Okay? Without who lives next door here, can we know clearly which woman we are talking about or not, everyone? Is it clear or not if we omit this one? No, right?
No.
We don't know clearly. That's why this is called what? Defining relative clause. Why? We use it to modify the noun that we don't know. We use it to modify the noun that we don't know. We don't know, no comma. No comma here. Okay? No comma before who. You will learn about another one. Okay? So when we modify the noun that we don't know like that, we call defining relative clause. Remember, okay? And then, another one we call non-defining relative clause. Non-defining relative clause. So what is non-defining relative clause? The clause that modify the noun that we know so well. Example here. We have some fantastic park. This one modify Phnom Penh, right? So everybody, do you know Phnom Penh already? Anyone?
Yes, teacher.
You know already, right? Phnom Penh. So when you know already, we did one comma here. So this one we call here non-defining relative clause. The clause that modify the noun that we know already. Okay? And how do we know? I will tell you later. So like Phnom Penh here, you know about Phnom Penh already, right? So when we modify the noun that you know already like that, we call non-defining. And when it is non-defining, we need one comma here. Okay? So modify the noun that we don't know, we call again defining relative clause. Modify the noun that you know already, we call non-defining relative clause. And which one they be comma, everybody? Defining or non-defining? They be comma. Anyone? Define, non-define.
Non-defining.
Non-defining, they be comma. So how do we know that is non or defined? How do we know that? Here are the answer, everybody. There are, 6 points that introduce to non-defining, or we can call non-restrictive, the same meaning. We can call non-restrictive, or we can call non-defining. When you see the name, like Phnom Penh, right? Example, Phnom Penh, teacher Jumrong, okay, Li Bao Chiang, or Long Chang Sika, like that example, or Hao Cheng Hai. So when you see the name, we call it non-defining. Non-defining. Okay? And another one, when it is long adjective plus noun. I can give you an example here, everybody, to be better. Now example. Okay? Like now, I live. I live in Takmat town. This is my Takmat town. You famousអ្នកតា there example. Okay, so before you change, you have to remember that, everybody. You have to look at here subject I, talk about town. Okay,
Object.
noun. So usually already that it's the close modify noun, right? So usually we don't have to look a lot. We just look at noun, and then if we look at the second sentence here, we see only the word there, right? They are here. So usually don't forget about it. When we change to adjective clause, we change the second to modify the first. Please remember, everybody, change the second to modify the first. So here, there, related to the town, right? So it modify the town. So I change. I live in Takmau town, comma. Why comma? Because we see the noun, the name here already in the name here, right? This is the name. So when you see the name, it is non-defining. So comma, where? Why you were here, buddy? Where? Where you can see a famous, okay, nekta. There, nekta here in English we don't have. That's why we had to put, nekta the same. So this one, where you can see a famous nekta is called what, everybody? Defining or non-defining?
Non-defining.
Non-defining.
Yeah, non-defining relative clause. Why? It modifying the amount how that you know already. So when we know already, we did in comma. Okay? This is what you have to remember, everybody. We change the second to modify the first. And then we know define and non-define, look at the name. So the amount how we know already, it is non-defining. And second look at what second? Long adjective plus noun. Okay? Long adjective plus noun. So what is that? Example here, buddy. I saw a beautiful young girl. Young girl. She is standing to the window. Example. So which one that is relevant to each other, buddy? Which one that is relevant to each other? Young girl, right? One.
And C.
And one more.
C.
C, right? C. Okay, C. So this one, modify beautiful young girl. So keep the first sentence first. Don't change about the first sentence again. Keep it the same. So I say beautiful young girl. So over here, why I say long still, beautiful, how many syllables are there, everybody? How many syllables here? How many syllables? Anyone? Three, right? Three.
Four.
Three. Beautiful, three. And then young, one more, become, four syllables. Okay? So when it has, more than three syllables, everybody, remember, start from, three. Syllables upward, we call long adjective plus noun. So when it long adjective plus noun, we change it. We have to change to non-defining. So we need one comma here, and then we change C to what, everybody? C.
Who, teacher?
Who or whom? Sorry, check the way. Yeah, who is standing next to the window? Okay. Oh man, who was, okay. Who was. So this one, we change to who because why? See here is the subject, right? Is a person. So you who. Why you there? Why you wear here because there, right? There is play. So you wear. Okay, this is about the way we use for long adjective plus noun. So we need comma here. We call this one long adjective plus noun. So this is also non-defining. Okay, non-defining. And the third one, everybody, is what? Possessive plus noun. So everybody, what are the possessive? Everybody, what are the possessive? Like my, right? your, his, and so on that we call possessive adjective plus noun. So when you see this, also change to noun. Example like here, my wife is a seller. She sell fruits, sorry, and vegetable. Okay, at home. Example. We can say another one is very busy every day. It's better. Okay, so over here, buddy, what is relevant to each other here, everybody? Which one?
My wife and
My wife and she.
Yeah, my wife and she.
She.
Yeah. So this one relevant to each other. So see here, modify my wife. So put my wife here. You know what? When it modify, my wife here, you must put the second sentence behind, my wife. So what you say here? See, whom, everybody?
Who.
Yeah, who sell fruit, sorry, and
Vegetable.
vegetable at home, comma, is very busy every day. Okay, so you know that usually, if the second sentence modify subject, put it behind subject. How do we move the whole second sentence? You can see here. We have to put, behind my why here. Okay, so you have to put like this, everybody. If it modify subject, you have to put behind subject. And here, how many comma there, everybody? How many comma there? 81.
two, teacher.
Two comma, right? Okay, how about this one? How many comma there? 81.
One.
Why only one here? Why? Why? Because this is object, right? The comma count is object. This why only one comma. Like a girl here, a beautiful young girl here is object subject, everybody. Object subject.
Object.
I saw a beautiful young girl who was. So beautiful young girl here is what? Object or subject?
Object.
Object. That's why one comma. Okay? But my why here is the subject. That's why you need two comma. This is the answer, everybody. And remember, in English they say that one comma can kill a person. Do you know why, everybody? Do you know why? Do you know the reason why? Here. If I omit comma. What does it mean, everybody? Oh yeah. If my wife had a comma here, what does it mean, everyone? Anyone know? Anyone know or not, everybody? If I omit comma, what does it mean? And if I put comma here, what does it mean? Anyone know?
Before a teacher.
If we have one comma here, mean only one. Sorry, only one y. Okay. If we put one comma here, mean only one y. Be careful about it. But if you omit comma, okay, omit comma, you have many y's. Just omit comma here. Okay. And no need to put, VEX. No need. Just put same here. But omit comma means you have many y. Some y, a y is a seller, a y is a teacher, a y is a student, a y is a government worker, a y is a receptionist, like that. Example like that. Okay. So omit comma, it means that you have many, many y like that. That's why you have to be careful with comma. You can see. So this is about what you have to understand, about how that one, okay? So, if you put comma here, means you have only one y, okay? Only one here. Only one y here. This is what you have to be careful. That's why when you say, oh, I love my girlfriend who is UC student, example. Example for you, okay? Hey, put comma here, what does it mean, buddy? Hey, put comma here, what does it mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Because my girlfriend is the object.
Only one. Yeah. Be careful. Okay. Only one. But but lúc cái comma choปุ๊บgì? Lúc commaปุ๊บ. I mean you have many. One girlfriend is a UC student. One girlfriend is maybe your villager, right? One girlfriend is a karaoke girl, something like that. That's why you have to be careful about it with comma here. That's why I say one comma can kill a person. Be careful, okay? When you write, your sentences. You see exception, everybody, with y and so on. So comma mean only one y. And the number one, buddy, number 4 is what? Quantifier plus out plus noun or pronoun. Okay. Also, called non-defining. Like what? Now I can give you a sample here. I have some friends. A few of them are also English teacher. Okay. So over here we have some friend here. Okay. Noun, right? But which one that relevant to each other? The body is what? Some friend and a few of them, right? That are relevant to each other. So when you see here, a few of, we call what body? A few of, we call what? This one we call what? Anyone? Quantifier, right? So quantifier like what? What are the quantifier, the body? Like some,
Quantifier.
right? Any, might, many, a few, a little. These are called what? Quantifier. And remember, everybody, in English, everybody strength. I have, some friends keep the same. This one, you see a shoe out, right? Keep the same as well. A shoe out. And then change this one to pronoun. So a shoe out, whom. And also English teacher. Have you ever seen it, buddy? Have you ever seen like this?
No.
Shoe out, whom. So, when you see the word quantifier plus noun, pronoun, keep them the same. Okay, shoe out. And if they are, people, you whom. Shoe of whom. Okay, and also in teacher. Okay, this is called also non-defining. Okay, when you see, quantifier plus, out plus noun or pronoun. One more example. I have bought some furniture. Furniture. One of the furniture is made in China. China. Now, which one they irrelevant to each other, buddy? Which one?
One of.
Yeah, we have some furniture here.
One of the
And we have one of the furniture here, right? Okay, they're irrelevant to each other, so we can change quickly. So I have bought some furniture, comma. One out keep the same, everybody. One out keep the same. We don't omit it. We don't omit it at all. And then furniture change to which is made in China. Okay. So if it is a person, you want out whom. Okay, one out whom. If you with a thing, we say which. One out which, like this. You see, what you have to understand, about the quantifier. So for quantifier, we don't omit it. We don't omit it. We keep it the same here. Okay. Chẳng one out which. Bởi chỉ mình đúng phải gì? Whom, mình là pi. Whom and which. Okay. You see what you have to be careful. Like another one example, like shoe, villager outside.
of them.
Two of them are talking so loudly about their example. Which one they is relevant to each other, everybody? Over here, which one?
Villager and
Yeah,
villager.
villager
Two
and
of them.
two of them.
yeah, two of them here. Okay. So if it relevant to villager, we put it behind outside or behind villager, everybody?
Behind
It's the
villager.
question. Yeah, behind villager, right? So put it few
few villager
villager, comma. Why we comma here? Here because of here, two again. Sorry, two of them, two of over here. We are whom?
Home.
We are whom?
whom
Whom? Yeah. Talking so loudly
about their bed.
about their dad, comma một điểm máu.
Outside.
Okay, you can see. You see about the way we change video and quantify plus out plus noun or pronoun. So we change, we just put okay, two of each of the same plus whom or which. If it is a person, we use whom. If it is thing, we use again which mà gì. You see for point number 4 number 4 nè. How about number 5, everybody? What do you call demonstrative, everybody? What do you call demonstrative still, anyone? Where's that? Again, huh? Where's that one? This, this, that, what else? Anyone, what else? This, that, these, those. Yeah, bốn mình được bốn như vậy chứ. Và this, that, these, those. Example, if we just say, I had that boy. He we have very rude. Okay. Example to me. This one, what is relevant to each other, everybody? What is relevant? Yeah, that boy.
He.
And one more.
He.
Right? He. Yeah. So when we change what? I had that boy. Usually, that boy he had the name or not, buddy? Do you see the name or not? Do you have the name? No, right? No name. But we see the word here. That here. That. They here called what? Demon. So here is still, right? That's why when we see that the word that here it become non-defining. So when it comma here, okay? Because all the word here, again, that. That's why we call it non-defining. Chứ nào mấy? Had the boy, comma, who again?
Who behave
very rude to me. Okay? So this is also called, non-defining relative clause because of the word here, that, plus boy. So we call non-defining as well. Okay? So when you see the word that, these, those, we also call non-defining. And the last one, buddy, the last one was it? Again, last one. Modify the whole sentence. Modify the whole sentence. This is very, exceptional, buddy. Example, example like here. Madam, I have, she doesn't, obey me. It make me feel upset. So now, everybody, this sentence here. What makes you feel upset, everybody? What makes you feel upset here, everyone? She doesn't obey me. It make me feel upset. It here refer to what, everyone? It here. The whole sentence. Okay. The whole sentence, yeah. Cho mình mơ mấy cái đó mấy nè. Modify again. The whole again. Sentence. And which pronoun, buddy? Which pronoun that we use to modify the whole sentence? Anybody? Which pronoun?
All of them.
Which này? Which. Okay, we is used, to modify the whole sentence. Okay, so we say what? Cheng she doesn't, obey me, comma, we make me feel upset. Okay, so this one, buddy, we here modify what? Anyone?
The whole sentence.
Modify what?
Modify it.
Yeah, the whole sentence. Okay, she doesn't obey me. Another one. I have no money left at all. It is so boring to go out now. Okay, example here.
I
So
have
it
no
here.
money.
Refer to what about it? It here.
I have no money left at all.
Yeah, not money, right? But the whole sentence. So in order to modify the whole sentence, what do we use? We pronoun. Again,
We
have no money left at all, comma, yeah, we is so boring to go out now. You can see? So we here, doesn't modify only one, pronoun. Only like here, example. Who here modify what, buddy? Who here modify what? Boy, right?
Boys.
That boy. Okay? But we here modify what?
She doesn't.
Not me, right? Not me, not obey, but the whole sentence. She doesn't obey me. You see, the exceptional case, the special case of the non-defining, that we can use to modify the whole sentence. Okay? Only one here that we can use like that. So we here not modify, me, but modify the whole sentence. Like we here, you can see. So cái cuối thuần, cái mấy đà lên cứ ọt lùi so lắm á. So we here modify the whole sentence in front of it that we call non-defining. You see what you have to understand, about define and non-define. Okay. So if we just say here example, the teacher here, this one, define non-define, buddy. This one, the teacher who teaches English is handsome. Defining and non-defining, anybody?
Non-defining.
Yeah, defining because we don't know the person, right? How about here? Teacher Jamrong who teaches English is very handsome. Sao này này. So this one, non-defined, right? Why?
yes.
Why we know that this is non-defining? Why?
Because we know the name.
Yeah, name here, right, Jamrong. So that's why we need comma here, right? And why we have two comma here, buddy? Why? Why we have two comma here, anyone?
Because teacher only one.
You see, teacher Jamrong is again define is subject or object?
Subject teacher.
Subject, yeah, subject. That's why we need two comma like that.
Fine.
Okay. You see about the way we have to understand about define and non-define. How about another one here, buddy? We took some children to the zoo. The children who wanted to see lion were so excited. So if we put comma here, what does it mean, buddy? I mean all children. Okay. But if you don't put comma, I mean some of the children. Like I say my wife, right? If we say I love my wife, who is teacher? Example. And I don't put comma. What does it mean, buddy? I love my wife. Who is teacher?
Mean why?
This one, I mean, I have only one Y or many Y?
Many why?
Many, yeah. But if you put comma here, I mean
One
only one. Okay? You see what you have to be careful, about define and non-defining. Đấy, xong mơ lòng hai này mà hiện xong cho lên tích. Okay? Mình skip chop hai xong cho lên tích. We have a lot of insight for you. You can practice more by yourself, buddy. I just go to the last one here. Okay. Look at this one, buddy. This one, is it defining or non-defining? Number one, sorry. The sun in 40 minutes can produce enough solar energy to meet many for a year. So the sun here, and if you week here, right? So is it defined, non-defined, buddy?
Non-defined.
Why non-defining? Why?
have a son. Had a
Yeah,
name.
son
Have a
only
name.
one, right? Only one. Okay. So we know so well already. That's why this is we call it non defining. If it's non defining, we need comma or not, everyone? We need comma or not?
Not comma.
Comma or not?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So comma one and one more where? Where another comma where? Where? Comma with and one more.
After a year.
Yeah, after a year, yeah, here. Okay, comma one more. Okay. How about number two, everyone? Number two. What about number two?
Sin.
Number two. Define and define, everyone.
Non-defined, teacher.
Non-defined.
Yeah. Why? Why not define?
Because we know the name, teacher. Senator
Yeah, we
Kennedy.
have the name. Okay, so comma where? Comma. Kennedy one and one more.
One more. Before visit.
Before it.
Yeah, before visit. Okay, good. How about number three, everybody? Number three. Where is the HT clock? Where? Where is the HT clock? Where? Number three.
Defining
Where is
clock.
the HT clock? Number three here.
Defining clock. Defining.
Yeah, week here. This is HT clock. Modify here at the core, right? So at the core here, define and undefined, everybody.
Define.
Yeah, defining. If the defining comma or not?
Not
No,
comma.
teacher.
No comma, comma. Okay. How about number four? Which one is HT clock, everybody? Which one?
That.
Yeah. Để mà mắt này on it that đó trong cái này này. Okay, result is HT clock. Modify the machine. Define and define, everybody.
Define,
Non-defined.
teacher.
Yeah, defining. Be careful one more, everybody. That here I forgot to tell you. That here only you in defining, everybody. That can be you only in defining. Okay, not in non-defining. How about number five, everyone? Laser beam. We are useful here. Is it define and define?
Define.
Define, right?
Yes.
Laser beam comes with laser. You know already, not yet. Everyone?
We know
Laser mean
already.
score đó. Laser mean là mũi mình chọn gì? Laser beam, you know already, right? So this is non-defining. So comma. One more where is after in dying.
In that.
Three here. Okay.
Industry, yeah.
What about number six, everybody? How about number six?
Who?
We have two, we have two HT clock here. This is one, one HT clock, and another one after here, right? After here, we have two.
That.
By Jalom. The first one is it defining and non-defining, anybody?
Non-defining.
Physician, grouped.
Non-defining.
Grouped yung swatch ba? Grouped yung terkait cái đằng à? Grouped yung đằng ấy terkait. Đằng, you know, right? So this is non-defining. Okay. But how about second one? How about second here? A list of disease. We know or not, everyone?
Don't know.
We don't know, right? So it is defining. Okay. So where do we put comma, everybody? Where? Where do we put comma here? Physician, right? Physician,
Comma.
and one more. Computer, right? C1. How about number seven? Okay, number seven. One more before we have three. Okay. Number seven. How many HT are there? Two, right? Two. One more here. Okay, one. Another one where? Another one.
Which
Yeah,
is only
which is only insert flag. So we have two. The first one, define and define the first one.
Define.
Yeah, defining, right? Because we don't have the name, right? So comma not the first one. Yeah, comma not. No, right? What about the second one?
Non-defining clause.
Yeah, non-defined. Why is it non-defined? Why?
United
know.
States.
Yeah, because of this word here, United States, right? We know already. So comma where? Comma.
After United States, teacher.
Yeah.
United States.
And one comma or two comma that we need.
One comma.
Only one, teacher.
Why only one here? Why? Why? Because
United
and
States
here
only.
we have
Have
full stop,
only.
right? Full stop.
Yes.
So we cannot put comma anymore. Okay. This is some point that I want you to understand about HD clock. Okay. So because it is time for the quiz, I will teach you more next week about this one. Okay, don't worry. But now it's time for you to go to the Google Classroom, everybody, and start to do the quiz for me and submit before 8:40. Okay, everyone.
8:40. Yes, teacher.
Yes, sir, teacher.
Okay, so you can go now and do it.
Yes.
Okay.